Hi everyone, it's Jennifer with Usborne Books and Blooming Bookworms, and I'm so excited to talk about chapter books. I'd love to talk about chapter books because the first thing your budding reader wants to do is read a chapter book. They wonder, what is the hubbub all about? But they often get discouraged because they get a chapter book and it's way above their head. Maybe the storyline is too complex or the text is just too difficult to read. So I'm going to help you navigate the Usborne chapter books. So this video is going to be all about chapter books for younger readers. I'll have another video about chapter books for older readers because Usborne has a ton. So let's start with our youngest readers. If you have one who has been through some phonics books and is ready to do a little bit more, then you want to look at either Billy B. Brown or the Hey Jack series. Either one. And there are several books in each series, and it does not matter how you read them. There's no order to them, so you just pick a topic that sounds like your child might enjoy it and go ahead and get it and let them read it. Now, these are confidence builders. The first question I always get is, what level are all of these chapter books? My advice to you is look at the density of the text on the page. These are the Billy B. Brown and the Hey Jack are our most basic chapter book readers, and I'll show you why. You open them up and you're going to see how someone who is just finishing up some phonics would have no trouble reading one of these books. And they are so excited that I have to caution you, do not buy just one. If you want to buy any of the Hey Jacks or any of the Billy B. Browns to boost your child's confidence, I would buy either the entire collection or a whole ton of them, because I know from experience with my own children, as soon as they realize they can read one, they want to read them all. And that's a great thing. So you want to make sure you have the books on hand. I have not seen chapter books before that speak to young children who are such beginner readers, like the Billy B. Browns and the Hey Jacks. So I love showing these to people, and I love showing them to kids who are just reading phonics books and really wanting to read a meaty storyline. And that's one wonderful thing about these two series is they have great storylines for every book. Each book has a different topic and, of course, the same characters, and it gives them a real stepping stone to meatier chapter books. So after they do some Billy B. Browns and some Hey Jacks, then you want to go to the next level. And the next level would be things like our Jack Russell Pet Detective, or, since I have two hands, I'll show you two things at a time. The Pet Vet, or the Secret Mermaids, the Fairy Ponies, or the Ella Diaries. And those of you who know me know that I have every one of these for a good reason. And then we also have the Pony Crazed Princess and Anna Hibiscus. And the reason I call all of these more of an intermediate reader is because they have illustrations and the text is still not terribly dense like some other chapter books you might run into. So they are great stepping stones up from the Hey Jack and the Billy B. Browns. And there are also Billy B. Brown Mysteries. This is the Fairy Ponies. Here's Pet Vet. And you can see by the density of the text, this is the best key for you to figure out if these are good for your children or not, at least for the reading level. Now, the other thing I tell parents when it comes to these books, they maybe really like the idea of one of the series. A lot of people like the Fairy Ponies, and a lot of kids like the Jack Russell Pet Detective and the Pet Vet series. And they may not be quite ready for it. I say get it if they're close to it, because if it's above their reading level, it can always be a read aloud, and they will still want to go back and read those books on their own. And as you're reading aloud, one great tip is to, every once in a while, if you think they're just about ready for it, have them read a paragraph, have them read a sentence, see how they do. And a great key is that if they can read an entire page and make about 3 or 4 mistakes and no more, they are all set for that size of a book. So if your kids have blown through all of those chapter books, you want to check out my other video of our older chapter books, the ones that have a little bit denser text no illustrations, and they would come after the ones I just mentioned in this video. But if you're ready for these, hit my website, www.bloomingbookworms.com, click shop, and go find out all of these wonderful chapter books.